Yeah, inshallah. Is it ready? Okay. Good. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. My dear brothers and sisters, among the first ayat that revealed in Surah Al-Alaq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق. So Allah created man from alaq. It's a piece of cloth that's just a blood. It's a form in a certain way. They know, especially when the miscarriages happen. Okay, so that's one of the stages of the creation. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala choose to say in the first ayat that خلق الإنسان من علق. Allah never said at the beginning خلق الإنسان من طين, من تراب. He created, man from clay, from dust, from sand, whatever, like other ayat, من صلصال. He said خلق الإنسان من علق. Among the different interpretation, there's one point that's very important. And imagine if at the beginning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him He created man from clay. They would deny. Said, oh, where is that? We have a flesh, skin, meat, What are you saying clay? Where's the teen here? It's not there. So they are not ready yet to reach that level of understanding. That they call تدرج في الفكرة. Even when you present a new idea, you have to make sure people are ready to respond to that, ready to accept it, ready to listen to it. Our mother Aisha said, if among the first commands that do not drink, do not make haram, relation, they will say, لا نفعل ذلك أبدا. We're not going to follow this. Because they're not ready yet. So when the time comes, Allah made that clear declaration about His commands. And that's why it took like 4 stages until Al-Khamr became prohibited. And 4 stages until the interest became prohibited completely. So it took تدرج في التشريع. التدرج في التشريع وتدرج في التفكير, very important. Imam Ali said, حدثوا الناس بما يعرفون أو تريدون أن يكذب الله ورسوله. Tell people with the way that familiar to them, the matters that are familiar to them, with the things that they know. Why is that? He mentioned the reason. أو تريدون أن يكذب الله ورسوله. Do you love that people, they will deny the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His messenger? They will say all of that lies. One time, a person, he was talking to the elderly about the sunnah. He told him, this is the sunnah, this was Rasulullah saying. You know what's the reply for the other person, the elderly? He said, what, this is a new religion you are introduced to me. This is the way I knew 6 years ago. Now you came up with a new religion? Now in your judgment, who was at wrong? The educated young person, he was telling the elderly that he's not ready to listen that certain message, or that elderly. What do you think was wrong? I think the approach of that young person. Because part of the wisdom, to use the right words in the right time. So if you are not using the right time and people that are not ready to listen, it's better to keep it with you. One time the Prophet was advising one of the Sahaba, and he said to him, pray, because you have not prayed in the right form. صلي فإنك لم تصلي. And he came again and again, 3rd times, he told him the same things. Until he came to the Prophet. At this time the Prophet felt he is ready. What he said to the Prophet, علمني يا رسول الله. Teach me, my Prophet. So at that time he's ready. At that time the Prophet told him, this is the way how you should pray. When the people that are not ready to listen, it's better not even to waste your time and you waste your wisdom. Yes. That's even how the Prophet was choosing the time. As Ibn Mas'ud said, كان يتخولون بالموعظة في الأيام كراهة السآمة علينا. That the Sahaba, not always, not all the time, they are ready to listen to the words of Allah. So that's why he's not always like talking to them and advising them. With your son, he's not ready to listen. It's better not even to waste your time and your word of wisdom, because the word of wisdom need the right time. Prophet Yusuf was in a prison, as you know, with others. وَدَخَلَ مَعَهُ السِّجْنَ فَتَيَانِ. And he waited to talk to them about Tawheed, about the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to find the right time. You know when the right time? When they came to him and they said, إِنَّا نَرَاكَ مِنَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. We think that you're a good man. Can you explain to us our dream? So he never rushed that time to explain the dream for them. At that time, he used that moment because they are attentively listening to him. They are waiting for his word. And when they are listening, he told them, يا صاحبي السجن أأرباب متفرقون خير أم الله الواحد القهار. He told them about Allah, about this important message. And then he interpreted their dream after that. So the wisdom that you use the right time with the right word and the right approach. It's very important, my dear brothers and sisters. Sometimes we rush to correct mistakes of people, and that backlash on us. Why? Because maybe it was not the right time. Maybe it's not the right approach. Let's ask ourselves, before we go, even try to change the munkar, to change something even wrong, something that we're not happy with it. Just wait. Ask yourself, is this the right approach? Is the right way, the right time? If it is, then go for it. And otherwise, it's better not even to try to change it, because it's not going to be that beneficial. May Allah grant wisdom for all of us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us agent of a change to others. Because remember, people hate changes, even that's good for them. Wallahi, I noticed that people didn't like any change. They like to be in the way they want. Even if that's good for them. Islam is good for them, but they don't want to change their life. So, but that's why, not everybody is ready for that change. When the people are ready, that's, where you said, approach in a good way. May Allah guide us all. Jazakumullah khairan.